There you are. Okay. My name is Kent, and the channel is EOS San Diego. And I talk nightly about the blockchain, mainly about the EOS blockchain. So, actually it's 3:12 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'd show you my watch, but I forgot it tonight, so I didn't have my watch today. Totally forgot it all day today. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about applications built on the blockchain and why this is such a big deal. Of course, everybody's familiar with applications. We use them all the time. In fact, I'm missing my Apple Watch today because I use my applications on my watch. One of the applications I use on my watch is I have a swimming app, so that when I go work out and I'm swimming laps, I can keep track of how many laps I swim, how much time it takes me, what my heart rate is, and all that stuff. So it's really a great thing. And I don't know if it costs a few dollars a month or what. If it was free, I can't remember. But there's a lot of apps out there today that you need to have a credit card associated with. For instance, Uber. If you set an Uber account up, you're going to have to link it to a Visa or a MasterCard or some sort of credit card, some sort of payment system for Uber to be able to take the money out of your account for the ride that you're getting from somebody that's driving for Uber or Lyft or any of these different services. When these applications are running on a blockchain, you're not going to have that third-party banking payment system. You'll be able to do it in the cryptocurrency. Think how that's going to change apps, how it's going to streamline apps, how it's going to make apps so much easier to use when the payment system is part of the app, or the payment system is easily accessible through the app, almost seamless, so you don't even know that you're using it. You're not sitting there and accessing your Visa or your MasterCard. And believe me, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, I don't care, PayPal, they all have trouble, huge trouble. As I've said on this channel before, I go to Mexico quite often, and I've never gone to Mexico yet and not had a problem with my debit card or a payment system down there as far as using my cards are concerned. And even like Wells Fargo, I've talked to Wells Fargo about this, and I said, well, give us a travel plan, let us know that you're going to be down there, and it will clear everything. So yeah, I go ahead and do that, and they still don't clear everything. And I don't like to buy a bunch of pesos, because if you get a bunch of pesos, I can't use them in the United States because nobody accepts pesos. So I try not to accumulate a bunch of pesos. So I go down there, and if I have cash and I run out of cash, then I have to go to my card, and my card generally doesn't work, or it doesn't work very well. For whatever reason, even if I set up a payment plan or a travel plan, they still have problems with me being south of the border. So, because I don't live south of the border, and I go down there often, but not that often. So it's always ends up being a hiccup. So anyway, take that equation away now with the blockchain. Take it away and make these applications streamlined with the cryptocurrency attached, and you'll see that the applications are going to be so much more easy to use. They're going to be people are going to be a lot happier using them, and they're going to use them a lot more. And for some reason I was messing around with Uber tonight, and my Uber didn't work because it wasn't hooking up to my number. And then I tried to hook it up to my number through another way, and then all of a sudden it wouldn't accept my payment system. So I have more trouble. I don't know if other people have this much trouble as I do, but I have more trouble with my debit and credit cards than anybody can ever imagine. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody, but the banks are screwed up. They just completely lost their minds. I think they're crazy because they're afraid that somehow people are always going to, they're always fearful of someone stealing the card and money having to be refunded because of theft or fraudulent charges. So they're just very, very skeptical of all charges. And of course, with the cryptocurrency, that's going to be so much easier not to have to worry about this third-party payment system. And of course, I've talked about that on this channel before. Third-party payment systems are something that aren't very very easy to use, and especially if you try to use them around the world. The further you travel outside of your location or your general place of using your credit card or your debit card, if you go someplace elsewhere, and I don't even know what would happen. God, if I traveled a long way away, I mean, I'm going to Mexico, which for me is, an hour's drive. If I went to someplace in South America or something like that, I can imagine what kind of problems I'd have. So anyway, it's just, we got to realize, everybody should realize how important this is, how important it is to be able to have the application attached to the payment system, have the payment system seamlessly part of the application, so you don't have to go through this third-party Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, or whatever other system there is. This is going to streamline and change the world and make things a lot easier to use, make applications a lot easier to build, a lot easier to use, and like I say, a lot easier all the way around. And this is something I think people really aren't thinking about too much right now, is the world that we're going to live in the future is going to be, we're going to be using a lot of applications. Our phones or the mobile devices are going to be used for everything. And having a cryptocurrency, having a payment system like Libra with Facebook, having that system in place to make those transactions easy, seamless, and inexpensive, and easily tracked on the blockchain is going to be something that is going to make our world a lot easier. And of course, I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.